Hi folks, Michael Nelson here, and today it's going to be a quick video about what we are experiencing about this time of year. Just rain and how to deal. I know I just said rain, but it's not raining. It was supposed to be now, but nature had a different idea. But it doesn't mean I can't tell you guys about a good idea with respect to planning ahead for your rides when you might encounter rain. Any given day can happen, any given time. Thankfully we've got weather reports which are usually accurate, but I've been caught in random rains from time to time, depending on where you are in the United States or the world for that matter. Certain areas are prone to pop-up showers, so on. So for that reason, it's always a good idea to carry something vital, rain gear. And I'm going to show you guys what I carry and how I use it. And here, guys, what I have are the basics. Set of gloves, waterproof, rain pants, raincoat, and a couple extra little things that I use. Little boot gaiters, and for my phone, what Quad Lock calls a poncho. This, I know some people would say, is it necessary? Mobile phones nowadays are pretty water resistant. I hesitate to say waterproof, but they do a much better job than it did years ago. But this really comes in handy when you've got a really, really strong or heavy storm. So what is the importance of all this? Well, when you're riding, you want to stay dry, you want to stay warm, and this will help you do that. If you are out there wearing your regular gear, whether it be full leathers, a t-shirt, and jeans, whatever it may be, you're still going to be exposed to the elements when it comes to rain, which will find its way into every crevice of what you're wearing and to your body, which will then lower your body temperature, make you feel miserable, and that's no fun when you're out on a ride. So for those of you who have not had rain gear before, I highly recommend it. It has saved me from riding in horrible mental conditions where all I'm worried about is getting home, getting dry, getting warm. Once you lose your focus on your ride, it's no more fun, and it's now a little more dangerous because you can't put your mind where it needs to be, which is on the road and enjoying it to the best of your ability. I've had long rides where I've ridden in the rain for hours, and I even posted a video when I was at Deals Gap a few years back where we were drenched, and I'll show you a little bits and pieces of that probably through this. But back then I had a different type of gear, which was a one-piece suit. I like one-piece suits because there's no breach points other than your neck, your elbow, your wrists, and your ankles. Problem is, I'm a pretty tall guy at 6'2" for what the manufacturer's built for, and that restricted my upper body movements. He's pulling my shoulders down. It's a bit uncomfortable, which ruined my focus. I've since switched over to two-piece suits, which I find actually do really well. I haven't had any problems with breach points since they make them a little longer now, and they have cinch ties to keep the rain out. It's worth considering, but if you're in the right size category for the one piece, I would highly recommend that. Now the other aspect is gloves. If your hands are cold and wet, they're going to feel miserable. You're going to have a hard time manipulating the controls. Even with heated grips, you don't have the same tactile sense that you would if you were dry and warm. So a good set of waterproof gloves are great. There's a bunch of different types out there. Find the one that fits you with respect to your needs. I have found that this set of Scorpion X EXOs or Exos are great because they have a second cuff inside, which is supposed to redirect the rain that gets into the cuff out of these little holes I find it works fairly well. But with those, you're going to feel a lot better, literally, in respect to managing the bike. After that, I forgot to mention the rain pants. Obvious. Again, only breach point there is going to be your waist. If you've got the right coat to go with it, you should be fine. Now these right here, these little boot gaiters, I got these a long time ago when I had my first one-piece rain suit, and I needed them because when I would get on the bike, which was the YZF, my ankles rather, on the pants rose up above my boots, and my boots became buckets. I didn't need that. I got these, put them on above the boots and under the rain pants, and it worked perfectly. Water passed over the top of my boot, never got water inside there again. So those, I would say, are the basics. One less item that I forgot to mention, which is rain boots or waterproof boots. They make them. They're worth it. The problem is they're hard to carry as an emergency item. That's something you got to plan for. If you know you're going to be riding in the rain and you have rain boots, wear them. Soggy socks suck, and I've been there a million times. You don't want it. So these are the basics, guys. Again, with the exception of the boots, carry this stuff. Your helmet's going to keep your head dry. Otherwise, many of these raincoats come with a hood inside, built in. You put that on under your helmets, by the way. I've seen people try to put them on over. And with all that, you'll have a better ride, safer ride, and you'll enjoy it more. Definitely worth the trouble, worth the effort. Maybe a little costly. There are options out there. I've seen things pretty cheap to exorbitant. The best thing to consider is what fits your budget, what you need it for, short distance, long distance, and how often you expect to use it and for how long. A good set of inexpensive rain gear is Frog Talks. If you're a casual rider or you ride short distances, you don't think you're going to need it a lot, those work really well, surprisingly. They're made out of a material that isn't like this PVC. It's unwoven poly something plastic, but it's soft to the touch. It repels the water, it keeps you warm, and you'll be set. And speaking of warm, these will keep you warm because they're blocking the wind. They're insulating you by retaining your own body heat within them. But don't think that these are going to keep you safe. This is not armor. If you're going to want to wear this over your regular riding gear, full piece suit, two-piece suit, two-piece suit, leather, armor, jeans, whatever the case, what you have on, keep it on, don't peel it off. You will get warm, but you'll not be safe without it, just using these. Again, you want to ride safe, guys. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. I hope it was informative and helpful to you. Anyone can learn from it. It took me a while to figure out how to get the rain stuff to work properly for my benefit. I got wet a few times. But for those of you who are new here, if you have not yet subscribed and you find this information and my videos worthwhile, please do. And when you do, please hit the like button for this video and hit the notification bell so you can be made aware of any of my future videos. And with that said, I'm going to end this one like I do all of my others. Please do remember to ride safe, ride smart, and have fun. Bye.